This is the journey to one Africa.
So I want to talk a little bit about these three countries and what they have done this last week. I want to talk about Mali, I want to talk about Burkina Faso, and I want to talk about Niger and what they've done. So if you guys have not seen the news, just in case if you haven't seen it, three West African countries, Sahel nations, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, have signed a security pact to support each other in case of rebellion or external aggression. These countries are facing challenges in containing Islamist insurgents and are dealing with the strained relations due to recent military coups. The pact, known as the Alliance of the Sahel States, ensure that any attack on one country will be considered. Any attack on one nation will be considered an aggression against the others, leading to collective assistance, including the use of armed force. France's relationship with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso has soared after the coups. France has withdrawn its troops from the region and is in a tense standoff with the junta that seized power in Niger. I don't really like using these words. Gonna work on that. The French government refuses to recognize the authority of the military in Niger. This development has strained relationship between the three countries and the regional bloc, the Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS. ECOWAS has threatened to use a force to restore constitutional rule in Niger, further complicating the situation. All right, guys. So I'm reading this news from our page, Official Swahili Nation on Instagram. If you go to Official Swahili Nation on Instagram, you see we share their news updates all the time. You can go as well on TikTok, Swahili Nation. You see we share all the time. Go and support their followers. You go to Swahili Nation Facebook page. We share there all the time. Stay connected with us and be informed. All right, guys. So basically, even before this alliance and before this agreement, and remember the introduction I started with. The introduction I started with is this. These are three countries that knows who they are. And they know why they are in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. And they know what to do. So this can go to personal level, but can go to country, can go all the way to organizations like African Union. Who are you, African Union? Why are you there, African Union? What can you do? If you ask those three questions, whether you personally, or your country, or your company, or your organization, or your family, if you ask those three questions, who you are, why you are where you are, and what can you do, then you can do what Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have done. Because these three countries, we have already seen them collaborating and partnering with one another. When ECOWAS announced that they're going to intervene, what is going on in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali came together and say, you know what? You go after them, you come after us. All of us here together. We always say that unity is power. And these guys, they decided to take extra step to sign an agreement of all these three countries. This is the positive news. This is the breath of new air. Like I can feel the fresh, I can feel the new oxygen arising in Africa, in the western part of Africa. This agreement that they've done between these three countries is the agreement that is supposed to be done with 54 countries in Africa. It's an agreement that is supposed to be done by everyone in the continent of Africa. It's an agreement that is supposed to be done with everyone in the continent. That us coming together and agreeing that if you come after one country in Africa, you come after the entire continent of Africa. That is the liberation of Africa. I'll tell you, the reason why ECOWAS, they're still not going to Niger, it is because of determination. It is because of the understanding of who Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali are. It is because of the determination of knowing why they are there at this particular time. it is the determination of knowing what they can do. And that's why they say, if you come after one country, between these three countries, then you're going to come after you. They know what should be done. What should be done is to protect our countries, to protect our people at every cost, and to do what they want, what they need. And what Africa needs is one Africa right now. So I thought I should come to share this update with you guys, because as you can see, I'm having a hard time to speak. My voice, I don't really have a voice, so I'm not gonna be here for a long time, but I had to come and to share this update, and I had to share my opinions. And you guys, please feel free to share your opinion as well, because three countries coming together and signing these agreements, not just by words, but actually having the evidence of the papers. It's actually announcing that, we're coming together and we're coming after anyone that is going to stand between us. And this is what African people need. This is what African people need. This is what Africans need. Leaders might not need that because they don't want to mess up with the system. But Africans, they want that. Not only want, but they need that. This is the basic need for Africa. Unity it is the basic need for Africa, because without unity, there is no future for Africa. And without unity, we cannot see a bright day in Africa. We won't be able to see it. So you guys let me know about that news. Let me know about that update. What do you guys think about that?